Hey guys, it's Allie. Thanks to those of you that watched the first video I posted, the introduction video to the channel. I wanted to make this video to address two things. The first thing is, you may have noticed I changed the name of the channel because upon thinking of the name The Geek Fam, I did not realize that there are a lot of channels with the same or very similar name on YouTube. So I guess I should have looked around YouTube first to see if that was a popular name, which apparently it is. So I'm going to change it to Super Hive. That'll be the name of the channel now. Everything else is staying the same as far as the content, the future content of the channel, what I want the channel to be about, all that is staying the same. So everything I addressed in the video yesterday, the introduction video, all that is staying the same. The only thing that's changing is the name. So that way, maybe, hopefully, it won't get lost with all the other channels that I don't think have a similar name. Hopefully not. So that's the name of the channel from now on, Super Hive. So the second thing I wanted to talk about is a new rumor that came out about the Wonder Woman sequel. So a couple of pages that I follow on Facebook, comicbook.com, Batman News, they posted about a Screen Rant report that a rumor about the Wonder Woman sequel is that the setting will take place, at least most of it I guess, in the Cold War in the 1980s. So for those of us, probably most of us that have seen Wonder Woman, we all knew that the first one was going to take place a long time ago in the past, World War I, because it was her origin movie, and so the majority of that movie took place in the past, with only the beginning and the end being present day. So according to this rumor, the Wonder Woman sequel will also take place in the past, at least most of it. I don't know how much of it yet, if that's true anyway. So I wanted to get your guys' opinion about that. Do you think that the Wonder Woman sequel should be all present day? Do you think some of it should take place in the past, according to, like, this rumor says? Do you think it should all be in the past? What do you think? I think that it just depends on the story and how they tie it into the DCEU. With the first one, they tied it in because it did include scenes from present day in the beginning and the end, so it worked. And plus, we know it has to be in the past for her origin story. So I think with the second one, I think it'll just depend on how they tie it in to the rest of the universe. And I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I know it hasn't been like officially confirmed by WB or DC or any of the Wonder Woman people, you know, Patty Jenkins, Zack Snyder, any of them. So, but if that does prove to be true in one way or another, then I think it could go either way, just depending on the story and everything. And another part of that rumor is that Chris Pine's character Steve Trevor will also return in the movie in some way. I personally think the only way that that could be possible is in flashback scenes connected to the first movie. And so, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Wonder Woman, the first one, obviously, Steve Trevor dies at the end. So a flashback scene or scenes would be the only way to really make that work with Steve Trevor's character. I think that could also go either way, depending on the story and how they decide to fit that in, and if they do bring him back, what details would be included in the scenes that he's in. So if that's also true, we'll probably get more information. I'm sure more details will be leaked over time as the movie gets farther into production and stuff about that, if that's true. And if it's not true, we'll probably get information about that also at some point. So I think that could go either way with Steve Trevor. Since he died at the end and that was like his hero moment of the movie, on one hand, I think maybe they should just leave it the way it ended. Just let him have that moment. That's the way the movie ended. That's how his character leaves, you know, the universe and everything, the Wonder Woman DCEU universe. On the other hand, I really liked Chris Pine's Steve Trevor character. I thought he did a great job, and it was great casting as Steve Trevor with him. So it would be nice to see his character again. So kind of on the fence about it. Like I said, I guess we need more detail about how he would be involved in the movie and what those scenes would entail. So give me your opinion about it. Let me know what you think about it being set in the past again, at least most of it or some of it in the Cold War, and if you think Steve Trevor's character should return in some way, shape, or form. So let me know what you think, and like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we will see you at the next video.